And here's Cotopaxi.
Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning. So we're at 13,000 feet right here.
We haven't even started yet.
And we barely just started.
And I still can't breathe.
Aaron still can't breathe.
It's más debajo.
Aaron's really overheated.
Yeah, I'm sweating already.
Yeah, take your jacket off. Or open it.
I opened both of mine and I'm still hot.
And, oh shoot, I forgot to ask how far up we were at the glacier. I'll find out though.
Hi, Amanda. I'm Alex, if you don't remember me, from Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. And my favorite part of the trip was the celebration after all the work that we did at the community.
Hi, I'm Emma.
I'm Annie.
And we're from Cincinnati, Ohio. My favorite part of the trip was probably building all the stuff for the children and watching it as it progressed.
Yeah. Amanda, we worked on that mural together. We did the handprints with the little kids. And even though we didn't understand them, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, and the little girl who was so cute, I forget her name, the one you gave your ring to, that was adorable. Yeah, it's been a good trip.
Guys. One more step to the right.
What?
That's it. No, feet up.
Oh, it is?
That's it. You got it.
Like not necessarily turn with gear, but it's not
Right.
at all. What, gringa? No, calling you a monkey.
Chapa, chapa hoy. Chapa la chapa.
Not here.
It looks like there's a little spot to put your right leg up a little bit more.
Me?
Al hueco, al hueco. Ahí,
Right
más
up,
arriba,
up
más
a little bit
arriba.
more.
Eso.
A little higher. Do you see it right below your hand? Yeah. Right there. Stick your hand there so that.
Damn, boy!
Jolene was trying. She got to where Obi is right now.
So how do
He's a lot taller though.
He can reach for it. How do you reattach those though?
On your way back down, they'll probably lower you to it.
And you got to reattach it yourself, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, you know what's funny though?
Nice job, Jolene.
Yeah, I know.
Oh wow, he's up there.
Yeah.
You see, there's the funny thing. Like, think about the one that Obi's on right now. They climbed up there and hooked it up. Or they
Or climb down.
He's gonna join
yeah,
you
they
the
climbed
whole
down.
route.
Imagine to do the one that Obi's doing without like leaning back and like relying on the rope. That would be hard. I don't think I could do that.
For the first part, the rope was really
You're almost there, Aaron.
He was sitting on the
Yeah, I know. It's kind of cool.
They just laugh about it. It's like,
But I really liked waterfall rappelling, and that was probably the best on the adventure tour. It was most exciting. It was really cold, but it was exciting.
No, the best part was watching Kara puenting.
Tumble over the
She got pushed off.
Yeah, I did. But seriously, and then in the Amazon with all the cockroaches, there was a nest in my bed, and Amanda just kept laughing at me the whole time.
It was funny.
It was not funny. Okay, so that's like the best.
Hi, my name's Lisa Sink, and I'm from Roanoke, Virginia, and one of the favorite parts of this trip was probably the Spanish week, because Amanda was in my class, and it was the Bobo Spanish class for people that didn't really know a lot of Spanish, and I feel like everybody picked it up really well but me, so I just kind of sat there with a confused look for most of the time, and my teacher, she made fun of me a lot and made me disrupt classes because I would lose various Spanish games we would play, and at the end of the Spanish week, the only thing that I could really say was hablo Lisa Sink, which is I speak Lisa Sink, so I don't really think it helped. Yay.
Hi, my name is Brian Drobot, and I'm from
it is gross, but thank you again, Amanda. And I love Ecuador. It was amazing, and I love all the people here.
Hi, my name is Kylie Leggett, and I'm originally from San Diego, California, but I live and go to school in Chicago, Illinois. I have two favorite experiences, one from the project and one from the adventure tour, because I think they're like completely different trips. The one from my project is on the very last day in Acha, when the matriarch of the community spoke like really genuinely and started crying and tearing up and telling us how much. Okay, when the matriarch told us how much she appreciated all of our hard work and got really emotional. And the part from the adventure tour was pointing. I had a great time. It was such a adrenaline rush, and it makes me want to go skydiving.
Hey, I'm Alex, and I'm from Iowa.
I'm Jenny. I'm from Virginia.
And my favorite memory from this trip was the first week in Quito when we went to this little coffee shop called the Magic Bean, and we all ordered a different flavor of smoothie, and then we passed it around the table, and it was just a really good time.
I agree.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Julia, and I'm from New York.
I'm Trisha.
I'm from upstate though. She's
Long Island. Yes.
Long Island.
Yes. Okay, our funny moment is the day at the spa in Los Baños when there's like a special walk before we get all of our treatments, and all of a sudden Greg comes out with his
right after this emotional walk.
no before
Oh yeah, right before
with
the
his
emotional
nice
walk.
little speedo, and he's holding his clothes, and he walks on out and looks around. Everyone is fully dressed. No one else is wearing their speedo, and he just has a huge smile on his face because he's so excited to get his treatment. And everyone's just like, "What are you wearing?" And the woman who like works there and was like taking us around the trail was hysterically laughing. Was like, "You're not supposed to put on the bathing suit yet." And so he just turns around, walks back to the bathroom.
The rotation in this moment is no more than 12 minutes, and also because I'm gonna ask you one or two questions about this, okay? Where are you from?
States and Canada.
Canada and USA. Is your first time visiting our country?
Yes.
Good. Welcome to the middle of the world. In this moment we are here on this platform. This big place is a calendar for the equator line. The equator is over here in this black channel, crosses the middle of this complex with a precision of 1 millimeter. That's why actually in our country this is the first modern monument of the equator line. And to understand much more about this, I'm going to explain in this short scale how it works. And you can have other point of view about the middle of the world. In our monument we have these days. Those are named the equinoxes and solstices. Suppose if you're here for March 21st or September 23rd, you can observe and analyze how the sun is following above the equator. When the sun is in the zenith at midday, inside the cylinder you will observe the sunlight straight down. That's why we have the mirror over here, because it reflects on it. But observe this effect is so fast, because it happens less than a minute, you don't have any shadow around, and only twice a year, only for those days. That's why the equinox is the main moment that we have here, only twice a year. For the solstices,
Hi, I'm Sarah Dichter. I'm from Boston, Mass.
And I'm Tim McCullough from Massachusetts, New York.
And I have kind of two favorite memories. From the project, it would have to be when we took our tractor rides from Rio Muchacho to Acha, the community we were working in. And we would all just kind of have mass sing-alongs with all 15 of us crammed into the back of the tractors. We had a pretty good rendition of Build Me Up Buttercup. And I think by far the funniest memory of the adventure tour would be when we went to the animal refuge with all the monkeys. And they were jumping all over us, but one jumped right on Brian, and it was wrapped around his neck, and it went right for the kiss. I think there was tongue.
Tim,
Am I saying one?
what's your favorite moment of the trip or story?
Alright. one of them would be when you would take a shower every day at the farm and have to mentally prepare yourself for the coldness.
It was so
So
cold.
you would tell yourself that it's going to be okay, that you needed to take a shower, and that was a funny part of every day.
It was so cold.
Okay. Hi, I'm Travis Barrington. I'm from Vancouver Island, BC, and my favorite memory of the whole thing was probably the last day on our project when we had the celebration. And despite all the other stuff that went on that day and everything we had to put up with, it was just so amazing, and we all worked so hard, and it was such a great day. And then at the end, we were all so tired, and the sun was beating down, and then one of the parents came out, and it was the big guy who was always happy, and he always had that huge smile on his face. And he just kept going into his house and bringing out beers and pouring us beers.
Oh, yeah.
And they were so cold and so delicious, and they were the best beer I had ever tasted. And that was my best memory, just having that beer and watching the kids play on the playground and knowing that we did that. That was so incredible.
Sebastian from Connecticut. My favorite time on the trip was we were in Australia, we were whale watching. And we were watching we were looking for whales and we couldn't see any. And then all of a sudden I was looking at the right spot and I saw the whale jump out. And I saw like the head like breach the water. And I thought that was really cool. And it did a full jump out backwards on its back and landed. And it was like really, really close to the boat. So I think that was probably by far my best moment.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm from London, Ontario, Canada, and my favorite moment was when we were driving to Banyos and we drove through the clouds, and you could look out and you can't even see anything. It's all just white, and it was insane because like I've flown through clouds, but I've never driven through clouds. So that was cool.
Hey, hey, hey! I'm Ashley from Texas, and I'm really excited because we just got our piercings together. Woo! All of us on the left ear. But
Ecuador.
No.
Seriously. And one of my favorite memories, well, it's just has been a pretty cool group, and just going with Amanda and Kara, just making sure that the first time I got to meet Amanda, it was pretty like a shocking news for me. You know that you were married and you're actually a little bit less than a decade younger than me.
A decade?
Yeah, it really sounds like I'm old, but actually I am.
oh, it makes him feel lonely.
Yeah. No, just. Okay. I can't really think about something like really funny.
We'll come back.
Carrie?
Oh gosh, pressure.
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm Carrie from Alabama. And I guess my favorite part of the tour was horseback riding in Cotopaxi. That was really fun.
Okay, so my favorite part of the trip was meeting Kara. She's my new bestie. And also the last day at the school, the celebration, it was really emotional. And it was really cool seeing the whole community just change because of something that we did. And I'm really, really excited to go home and see everybody, Zach and Guinness, and my family, but I'm really sad to leave the family that I made here too. So that was my trip, International Student Volunteers, Ecuador 2010.